Around the time that Eric Ludax, the last Viking king in Jorvik, was banished, Jorvik expanded dramatically with new streets, new churches, and brand new style of houses. It was a busy place with people arriving from all over the Viking world to visit, trade, and settle. In this multicultural society, people had different appearances, languages, religions, and possessions. The remains of part of this thriving city were found right here, and by carefully piecing together all the archaeological evidence and what we know from other sources, you can now visit the Viking Age. On the riverbank, the bow of an oak-planked trading ship comes into view on our left. Its vast sails billowing in the wind. Ahead lies the city with countless houses and workshops. Some like the burnt-out one on our right, a victim of an untended heart, perhaps. As ships became more seaworthy, the Vikings created wider trading routes, sometimes chains of middlemen to carry goods from one side of the Viking world to the other. Silks and a cowrie shell found here suggest trade in Central Asia, the Eastern Mediterranean and the Red Sea. Traders from the East, like the man who charged before his huge trading ship, may have made their way to Jorvik to sell their colourful silks. Slavers may have come to Jorvik from Dublin or elsewhere, bringing with them the spoils of their raids or battle victories. Slaves were an important part of society at this time. A shackled female slave is being dragged from the beach by her slaver. They are about to make their way up to Coppergate. Before we go, let's visit some of the many craftspeople working here in the city. Outside his house, Sigurd is working at a small table. He's using a small knife to carve animal bone and antler from deer to make some everyday objects, such as combs, comb cases, scales, and bone pins. Making a clothing antler is very time-consuming, as the ones down here were made from 9 pieces riveted together and then decorated. We know that the Vikings like to keep themselves well groomed, as we found many combs in the excavations, as well as items such as tweezers and even ear scoops. We'll now head away from the river towards the streets of Coppergate and meet some more people living and working. Ahead is a simple single-story building. These older houses were composed and had earth floors and thatched roofs. Most of these buildings went out of use in the middle of the 10th century when they were replaced by the oak-planked buildings we'll talk about later. These early houses were built end-on to the streets with long backyards with rubbish pits in them. It's not likely that they grew much food in their yards, but they probably kept animals there, such as the 2 pigs foraging in the pen on your right. From many pig bones we found here, we know that Viking pigs were quite short and had a long snout like a wild boar. Pigs will eat almost anything, so would have been a great way to turn household waste into meat. Ahead, the door is open to Grim, the blacksmith's house. His wife is cooking supper at the fire, and he's sitting outside with one son, teaching him how to sharpen the knife just made on a hand. The Vikings were masters of their craft, and here in Jorvik they made everything new, beautiful, ornamented padlocks. Now we'll go across to the next property and visit his neighbour, Ollie the woodcutter, who lives in one of the new style wooden plank buildings. Ollie is making cups and bowls by turning wood such as oak or ash on his pole lathe. You can see all the wooden pole waste which children may use to spinning tops. By the way, it is this trade that many think gave its name to Coppergate, the street of the cup makers. Another building is being built behind Queen's house. Here, the cell is being dug out and lined with oak planks before the upper story is added. A stack of turf is going to be used to roof this building. The two builders are resting.
Looks like the
So
builders
one of
are having
them
a
is
rest.
shouting at them from over the fence.
Hey.
Let's say hello to the builders.
Hey.
Hey, Ben.
This
Viking is
also
very
look like they're taking
Sarah,
a
it was
break.
cold.
The children are being taught to play Nefertari by their grandfather. We found a wooden gaming board
We
and
found a
lots of
wooden
playing
gaming
pieces.
board and lots of playing pieces made from
So
bone,
it must have been
wood and
a
ivory.
collector's
So it must have been a popular pastime.
Let's go back towards the river.
We are now
The
back at the
trading ships
road, where you can see a bustling forest with the bar lamp.
Traders are
A
unloading
large
their goods
trading ship is on
alongside
our
fishing
left, and a
activities.
smaller fishing boat is on the right.
Goods and raw
Traders are
materials
unloading
from
their
across
goods
Britain,
as the
as well
fishermen
as rare
clean
and
their
valuable
catch.
items from further
Goods
afield
and raw
brought into
materials from
Europe.
across Britain, as well as rare and valuable items from further afield, were brought into Jorvik. Iron alloy bars from Britain, alongside amber, sharpening stones and walrus ivory from Scandinavia, and good wine from the Viking. Jorvik was truly bustling, a vast international trading centre.
Viking is very
Fish from the rivers and the seas were brought into Europe, and we found thousands of fish bones that tell us exactly what to look for, which included lots of fish, eels, and even oysters. So these men are probably doing a roaring trade. Have a look at him. His face has been reconstructed based on a skull that was found in the fish. Later on,
Based on a skull
some
standing
more
room.
real faces like this.
The
This
next
next
block
block
is
is
the
the
backyard
backyard where the people living here seem to have been dying their own blood. The people of Jorvik spun fleece and dyed and wove their own wool to make textiles from which they made their own clothes.
Natural dye plants such as madder, woad, and dyer's green were all used to create shades of red, yellow, blue, and green. Vibrantly coloured clothes were certainly the bright of the streets of Jorvik. Below us, on our right, was a gully where the contents of a dye suggested limestone lines predicted and got its next building, forming a passageway to back hill. We are now entering one of the new style open-end buildings. We are still discussing whether these buildings were 1 or 2 stories, but they all had rooms or cellars below ground level.
Hey, Ben.
As
Viking
we
is
travel
very
through this new house,
You
the
can
space below
imagine
is
the floor at the
exposed.
back is being
There
built.
are many goods stored here, including several fleeces in baskets in front of you.
Above this sunken bit,
At ground level, the window openings are only small, so it would have been quite dark inside these houses. In addition to the hearth, small pottery lamps and wax candles were used to create light, so that the people who lived here could carry out their everyday tasks. In this front room, a woman is working at a large loom, which was used to weave woolen cloth for clothing and blankets. Skeins of brightly coloured wool hang from the walls. We are now moving into Coppergate itself, an important commercial street right at the heart of the city of Jorvik. Stalls line the length of the street, and you can buy almost anything. Coppergate is just one of the many streets in the city, which is home to more than 10,000 people. The streets of the city of Jorvik are covered in mud, rutted by cartwheels and with potholes everywhere. A slightly built leather worker seems to be having a problem sewing his shoe pieces together, and looks like he's got Viking's disease or Dupuytren's contracture. It's caused the fingers on his hand to become clawed. It's a genetic disorder that runs in families and seen particularly in middle-aged men. Tradition has it that it originated with the Vikings who spread it throughout northern Europe and beyond as they travelled and intermarried. This couple here argues about what to have for supper, meat or fish. It would seem that life hasn't changed too much for the last 1,000 years. They are arguing in Old Norse, but if you listen carefully, you can hear Old English, Middle Welsh, and Old Irish, all being spoken in the street. A short-fat man with greasy straggling hair scratches his bottom as he tries to sell a statuesque rock-looking woman her wooden couch. She cradles her baby in her arms as she refuses his offers. Across from the food seller, a woman is struggling to cross the road. We only found two complete skeletons in the excavations here, and this woman is based on one of them.
You can see that she's walking with a crutch due to her hip problems and arthritis.
You can find out more about her in the exhibition galleries to come. Another home. A priest is administering the last rites to a woman dying in her bed. Her husband is sat, weeping, whilst holding vigil. The first Vikings who came here were not Christians and worshipped their pagan Norse gods, but they seem to have adopted Christianity quite quickly. There is lots of evidence for there being a Viking-era church just behind Coppergate, and there were many other new churches built in Jorvik at this time. The priest you hear speaking in Latin would always have worn a stole around his neck as it marked his priestly status. He is also wearing a very small silk-coloured relic based on one we found here. The embroidered cross suggests that it once held holy relics, which have since disappeared and are now a mystery. Each property is separated from the next by walls and wooden fences. There is a beautiful view looking towards the river and across other people's backyards. We know from the 5 tons of animal bones that were found in the excavation that the people living here ate a diet that was quite similar to ours today. Their food included lots of beef, pork, and meat, as well as poultry and fish. In this backyard are animal carcasses and skins. Body parts of cattle must have been a familiar sight and smell around Viking Age York. As well as supplying meat, cattle carcasses also provided corn and ham, which were both valuable resources for making everyday items. Stomach contents and cowder were other byproducts of this slaughter. There must have been loads of flies breeding in rubbish pits and dumps across the city. A red kite and a rook are sitting on the fence. They would have been regular visitors scavenging in the city, particularly in backyards like this. On our left, a man sits straight on behind a waist-high wooden fence. Pits in this backyard were clearly used as latrines, as they were full of human waste as well as moss, a type of Viking Age toilet paper. This man here doesn't look too happy to be disturbed, so perhaps we had better move on quickly. We're approaching our final house. It is dark and atmospheric. The storyteller is sat by a fire, engaging a home in Old Norse. In the excavations of Coppergate, we found two Viking including a set of handpipes which can still be played.
Iceland and Scandinavia have
Music,
rich
saga-telling and poetry
traditions
must
that
have been
developed
important in the Viking world. Iceland and Scandinavia had opened our nature storytelling, traditions that developed in Viking times.
Today. We can picture
Norse mythology, which conjures up gods and monsters living in 9 realms, still captures the imagination today, and we can picture what it was like sitting around a hearth enjoying tall tales of magic and bravery. As we arrive at the end of your journey through Jorvik, remember that everything you have experienced is based on the evidence brought by our